Hey, all right, we're taking a look at my 1961 GS 150 VS5 that I have for sale. So just gonna show you kind of what the outside is looking like. Back here on the back is all original paint. Looks quite good. Toolbox side has some scrapes, scratches, that kind of stuff. Underneath there you can see as well. It also was in storage between 1973 and 2015, so it's got some stuff like that. I don't know what that is, some kind of like mud or something. Pretty hard. It kind of comes off with your thumbnail. I haven't cleaned it up a lot, so still some little work like that to be done. Seat cover is all original. Seat strap is original as well. Over here, there's a tear in it, like that. Most of the fabric is still there, so it should probably be taken to a vinyl shop and stitched up. Underneath the seat, give you a look at that. Gas tank's nice and clean inside. This bike's being ridden now. I've had it licensed for about a year in Finland. The bike originally came from Sweden. I bought it from a guy who was the second owner. He had owned it since 1963, so he rode it around Sweden and Gothenburg and that kind of stuff, and then actually Stockholm, and anyway. He said it was all original paint. However, you can look here and you can kind of tell that the front part of the bike is not exactly the same. It's faded differently than the rest. So in my mind, it's quite likely that floorboard and front fender were painted at some point. Would have to be in the first 2 years, because he said it didn't happen under his watch. And so I'll just give you a closer look at that. There's a bit of a line kind of underneath where the crash bars are there. I should mention these are original Olma crash bars too, that are in pretty decent shape, about the same shape as the rest of the bike. This is kind of interesting here. Let's see if this will focus. Some kind of tag from, well, it was sold new in Sweden, so that probably explains why it's not, you know what that is. Up here underneath the seat is kind of this cool Swedish tax disc. And then over on the other side is the registration that, from 1973, that was before it went into this guy's heated garage, which I saw. And everything, there's the original keys are here. One's for the steering lock and one's for the glove box lock back here. There's a dent right here on the floorboard. It's kind of been I don't know, hit something there, so probably worth pounding that back down. It's lifted a little bit back here at the back edge too. Be aware of that. Here you can see it's pretty much straight paint on metal, so I don't know. It doesn't look like original paint was painted over, but I can't tell you what's going on. And here you can see a slightly different shade between the floorboard and the headset, which is original, as far as I can tell. Here it's showing 16,000 and something kilometers. Moving around to the front, get just a closer look at some of a few paint issues here. Here's some paint off there. Down here, you don't really see this, but this is probably the worst spot here, where there's some paint flaking and what looks kind of like, it's probably not bare metal, so gray primer underneath. Little scrape on the front fender. This rim here is original paint. The rear rim is a replacement, so no. Close in on the horn. There's probably more you could do to shine some parts of this bike up. I haven't done a lot. I know what some people kind of like, original patina, so haven't touched it a whole lot. Likewise here with the front end, if you felt like it, you could kind of clean that up. Here's the other side of the leg shield. A few small issues there. But yeah, it's a good runner. Everything works. Horn, lights, starts up well, runs well. Been riding it quite a bit this summer. Not giving me any grief. Let's see here. So I can quickly take the cowl off here so I can have a look. You just gotta take that off of the wing nut. These crossbars are kind of good for protection, I guess, but a little bit of a pain in the rear if you want to be going inside the cowl with any frequency, which you shouldn't need to. Okay. Pop this panel off just so you can get a quick look at the engine here. Haven't done much here either as far as cleanup. Carburetor rebuild I did do. That's a new coil. It's just the internal is the case is the original one. And I did put new cables on here. So it's all running and shifts well. That's all tight. So, there you have it. Give it one last look around here. All right, talk to you later.